Hello everyone, welcome to a video that I'm not done in a long ass time. It's called Let's Get Lost on Twitter. Yet again, it's our favorite bitch boy, Jonathan McIntosh. He's just great, right? So he made a Twitter moment. I don't know what the fuck moments are. All I know about moments is that I was really annoyed with moments on the mobile app because I think it started taking over the search. It was weird, but anyway, that's beside the point. He is talking about Her. This was a movie I really liked. I really liked Her. It was a really good movie when I saw it. And seeing this guy talk about Her, I have a feeling I'm gonna get triggered. So let's do this. Let's get into it. So first thing it says is thoughts on Jonz's film Her. Hollywood constantly represents men as outstanding and not outstanding. Oops, outsourcing their own emotional repair to the women in their lives. Did he not see this movie? I can tell you, like, off the bat that he got the whole movie wrong in the beginning, completely. Like it was as if he just saw the first 5 minutes of it and then walked out. Like there's no way he watched the movie if that's what he got out of it. But let's continue. Sorry about that. This is my second time trying to get through this entire movie. I don't know if I can make it, folks. It's cringeworthy and so deeply creepy. That's the fucking point, John. He's supposed to be creepy. You're supposed to feel awkward by this character. He has a fucking mustache and glasses. Like not like thin like hipster glasses, like thick rimmed glasses. Like of course you're supposed to feel creepy by this guy. Like you're supposed to be like, wow, this guy's really. He's supposed to be a pathetic character. He's a pathetic person who can't find a girl. So then he finds this like AI that is programmed to be kind of a partner for people. It's supposed to be pathetic. You're supposed to feel pity for this guy. And he's like, oh, well, this movie's cringy, and I don't know if I could sit through this. What kind of how can you criticize a film if you can't sit through the whole movie? Like the only time you have a criticism that reflects that would be like, the beginning of the movie turned me off completely, and I just couldn't sit through the movie, and I would just leave it at that. But like going off by like just trying to get through it and then just getting disgusted by it instantly and then not bothering sticking around through the end kind of shows that this person has no taste or no patience. He misses the point. He missed the point immediately as soon as he said, "Oh, it's cringeworthy and so creepy." Dude, he's supposed to be creepy. He's a pathetic person. Her is the ultimate example of the manic pixie dream girl. She's almost literally a dream girl. That's the fucking point of the movie. She's an AI. She's not real. You're supposed to be like, wow, this guy's pathetic that he's going out with this AI and he's like, and she's programmed to be his girlfriend. But like as the movie goes on, the relationship starts to develop and this AI starts to grow beyond her parameters and this and that. Like it starts to be it's the movie kind of stops focusing on just him and mostly focuses on him and her. That's why the movie is called Her. You fucking idiot. This guy is an idiot. A complete fucking idiot. This movie was 100% written by and directed by a dude. Spike Jonze. Sounds like a dude to me. Even the tone of the dialogue just screams a dude wrote this based on his personal fantasies about women. I kind of want to rewatch this movie at this point because that sounds. I don't even think that the dialogue was that bad. The dialogue was fine. It was a good dialogue, but whatever. There are so many movies about men relying on women to do the emotional work of repairing their own internal damage. It sends a bad message. John, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. This movie isn't even about that. It's not about women. It's about a fucking AI. It's about this guy who's a pathetic loser who can't get a girl. He, does a 9 to 5 job. He doesn't really live a satisfying life. And then he gets this AI just on him like, oh well, whatever. And then like he starts forming a relationship with her because at some point it plays with the expectation of like, is this thing a program to say these things? Does the thing actually feel this way? That kind of stuff. It's supposed to ask these questions. It's like watching Ex Machina. Her just focuses on the romantic side of it, where this person is kind of falling in love with this thing. Like it again, it's supposed to feel creepy because it fucking is. That's the whole point. That's what makes it emotional, and that's what makes you feel something about this movie, because there's a human aspect to it. Because everyone at some point feels alone. They feel lonely. They feel something about their lives, and when someone provides this AI to kind of remedy that, it just starts asking these questions. You start asking these questions. You feel something for the main character because he's pathetic. But let's continue. Men are socialized to ignore the work of emotional self-repair and instead outsource that work to women in their lives. But the movie, again, John, if you watch the movie, I know watching movies is really hard. I know, John, it's hard work to sit down and fucking pay attention. But in the movie, spoilers by the way, the AI leaves him. The AI basically breaks up with him because the AI starts communicating with the other AIs, and that kind of stuff. So they start drifting apart because she's ever learning. She's an AI. She's ever growing. She processes things faster than he does. So it's like she's trapped in a relationship with a guy who's an idiot, and she wants to get out, and she gets out eventually, and she stops talking to him, and I guess at the point where he has to start, living his life again to be more satisfied now, because he experienced love for once with a woman, or a woman, I guess, because it's an AI, and then he went through loss, and like that's what a relationship is. Basically, you find a girl or a guy or whatever you're into. You date, you do this, you start having strong emotions, and then eventually either you die together or you start to split apart because of whatever reason, and there you go. That's the point of the movie. Again, Jonathan clearly has ADD or something. I don't know what's going on, but the fact that he watched a movie and could not get the idea of what the movie's about kind of concerns me about his ability to watch a fucking movie. Like this is DSP levels of describing a movie and getting everything completely wrong. But okay, let's continue. It's important for men to work through their emotional pain with the support of friends and family, but too often the responsibility falls on the woman closest to men to shoulder the burden and do the emotional work of repair. I, he's talking about real life, okay? He's talking about real life in these parts. So it's like he says it's important for men to work through their emotional pain with the support of friends and family. Okay, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, John. That's a good statement. I agree with that statement right there. For once, I actually agree with him. Okay, that it is important to work through things and to do with your friends and family. Or do it however you want to do it. Then it says too often the responsibility falls on women. So you're telling me that if I go to my mom, like, oh, the girl I love broke up with me, and then I'm like, well, and I talked to my mom about it. I can't do that. I have to talk to someone who has a dick about it. Are you fucking kidding me, John? What the fuck is this? Well, remember, if you go to a woman, dude, that's misogynist, and that's what Hollywood wants you to do. Like, get the fuck out of here with this. So let's continue. Since men are socialized to hide their emotional pain and vulnerability from other men, they end up foisting it all on intimate partners. I'm sure at some point, John, that was the case, but I'm pretty sure we all moved past this. We were all not, like, I don't know, it's fucking weird. It's such a fucking weird thing to say, if you ask me. Uh, like, oh, we were trained to hide our emotional vulnerability, but like, there's a time and place to be vulnerable. You're not gonna be fucking vulnerable like when you're shopping at Big Y or something. If you're going to like a supermarket, if you're going to, McDonald's, you're not gonna start crying about your personal life. There's a time and place for that shit. Come on. The solution then isn't for men to go it alone emotionally, but instead to forge supportive relationships with people outside of romance. Okay, romantic relationships should be mutually supportive. It's just unfair for men to expect women to be their sole source of emotional support. John, John, if you have a girlfriend, guess who she's gonna go to for emotional support? She's gonna go to A, herself, B, her boyfriend that's very close to her, or C, her family. I mean, she could go to her family, but chances are she's also gonna go to you. Be your boyfriend. Again, Jonathan, I don't think you know much about that because you clearly have a lack of understanding of a basic movie to begin with. But whatever. I mean, I stopped giving you the benefit of the doubt a long time ago, John. Your stupidity is not surprising. These are just some things going through my mind as I watch this movie for the second time. And you still don't get the movie. Imagine a film with the same basic premise as her, but from the AI's perspective, focusing on her story rather than this guy's emotional pain. But that's not the point of the movie. And you do get her perspective. There's a whole scene where she talks about it. The AI has to describe why she's leaving him to begin with. So you do get it from her perspective. The thing with the AI is that the reason why she's not the true main focus is that she's presented as a tool. She's a literal tool. Because the whole premise of this AI is, oh, are you alone? Do you want to have the experience of having a girlfriend, but um since but getting a date is hard, getting another girlfriend is hard, this and that, blah blah blah. Now get this AI, and she will, be programmed to like you as a girl, and whatever. It's supposed to be this tool. It's like it's a tool, but this tool ends up learning and expanding and growing to the point where the AI can't like sustain a relationship with the fucking guy because she's light years ahead of his time mind wise. Like she's already conceptualizing more stuff than he can fathom. So if we focus on the AI's perspective, it would be a very boring fucking movie. We focus on the guy because he's a creepy guy. He's a loser. He's kind of like the average kind of socially awkward person. So of course we're gonna focus on him and not on fucking the AI. Are you fucking dumb, John? Get the. So yeah, that's probably the shortest video I've done. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one.